Hi. Tammy, Cinematic Skeins. This is a knitting, spinning, crafty, whatever podcast. I go off on tangents, forget what I'm talking about. My dogs interrupt me all the time. Welcome. If you were here last, or if you watched the real talk from my last episode about the migraine medication, changes. I have had a headache every single day this month. Every single day. Well, there was one day where it was mostly headache free until I was about to go to bed and then my head started pounding. So yeah, I've had a headache every single day. Now, does that mean the new medication doesn't work? Apparently not. I talked to the doctor on Friday because I was like, this isn't working. And apparently with the shot, the monthly shot, it takes like a week or so for it to start working and up to 2 months to get the full efficacy of it. Is that how you pronounce that word? So unlike the lovely daily pill I was taking, this one has to build up. You would think, since you inject it directly into yourself, that it would just instantly be like, okay, I'm working. Kind of like the COVID vaccine. You get it, it starts doing whatever it does. It makes you sick for a couple days. Well, at least it did for me. Made me feel like I had the flu for like a couple days, and then I was good, a couple days. So I expect this thing to be at full efficacy, if that's how you pronounce that word, within a week at least. It's only been a week, so I'm trying to give it a chance, but it's not like I've just had headaches all month so far. I've had the bad ones. And yesterday was really bad. But again, yesterday was my fault because I didn't eat timely, and that's one of my triggers. I didn't eat until like 2:45. And then I drove around in the bright sunshine all day because it was so nice outside yesterday. And it's nice out today, but I'm not going to do that to myself again because my other migraine medication, I don't know how to make this a different word, but it's an abortive migraine medication. I don't know. I need a thesaurus. I don't know the other word for it, but it's for when you actually have a migraine, the pill that you take. So the one that they changed was my preventative. But anyway, the pill that I take, the pharmacy is like, we have to get a new prescription from your doctor. And I'm like, I have 5 refills. What do you need? It's a holiday weekend. So I have 1 pill left. Fingers crossed that they fill that shit on Tuesday, because I can't. Yeah, I'll have to like take something to make me sleep. And I'm back on my sleeping medication. So I talked to my doctor about the changes to my migraine preventative, and she said it was cool for me to take my sleep medication again. So I haven't had insomnia all month at least. Just headaches. Okay, that's 3 minutes of chit chat about the headaches. Am I going to have real talk at the end of this episode? Probably. You know why? Because I don't have that much to show you, and yeah. Other thing, we're opening my October things. I told you guys I would open it throughout the week and show you guys weekly what I opened. You know what? I haven't opened anything since my last episode, or my last upload. It wasn't really an episode. It was just announcing the sale in the shop. Speaking of which, thank you guys for shopping. It looks like you guys have mostly bought my yarn, which I understand because it's 60% off. But I have pretty much almost all of the D-stash still. Wait, don't lay down. Show your haircut. Oh, look, Theo got a haircut. Benny got a haircut too. They cut his beard off. I don't know why they cut his beard off, but that was one of the like cute things about Benny is he has a beard. They cut it off. You're gonna knock the camera over. All right, that's all. I wanted to show your haircut. You can go away now. Sorry. Dogs. Anyway, I haven't opened any of my boxes at all since my last video. So we're going to open all the boxes. And I did, because I took the dogs to the groomers yesterday, I had a lot of time on my hands. So I went to Knit Dallas. Yeah. I didn't buy a lot. I bought I bought what I went there for plus a little bit extra. So I was like, I'm gonna allow myself to buy one thing or two things. And then it was I needed one skein of yarn, one. And I needed apparently after DFW Fiber Fest, Knit Dallas has some of the neighborhood, because they carry neighborhood fiber. So they have some of the neighborhood fiber. So I wanted to check that out and pick up a bag of that. I got a couple bags. You knew I was going to anyway. But that's all I bought. So technically, I got two things. I got yarn and I got fiber. All right, anyway. So the yarn was just another skein of pashmina. And because after trying to figure out what I was going to use for my Stephen West thing, which is probably what the real talk's going to be about, I realized I was missing a step in my gray. And I do want to maybe do a gradient with the pashmina, just not this pattern. So I got that shade of gray that I was missing. That's all. Because I have, let's see if it's still in here. Yeah, I have this shade, and I have, where's the other one? This shade, right? So I was missing a step. So I got this one, and now it works. See, it was a good buy. And you know what? I think this fades to the black too. I don't want your piggy. Look at that. Yeah. Gorgeous. So I'm gonna use that for something. Maybe the Chrysler shawl, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. And then I got fiber. I went specifically for this one. I think this is the same one that Valerie bought. I got Edgewood, and I love that their names are like neighborhoods I've actually been to. East Coast. That's also going to be in the real talk, because I mentioned it last time, but then I didn't talk about it. But it's just like a charcoal black, because it's not black, it's like a charcoal. And this really pretty greenish teal. It's cute. And I think I got all Polworth. Yeah, Polworth. And then I realized I didn't have any silvery gray. I could dye fiber. I know. It's just, I finally, Amy of West 7th told me where she gets her fiber from. And Valerie's just a place too, but bumps are expensive. So it may be a little bit before I dye fiber. I don't know if I'm going to dye it to sell or just dye it for me. We'll see. We'll see if I get good at it. Anyway, this is Charles Center. It's just a really pretty silvery gray for some Halloween spinning. Although I could put these together. But that gray would look good with the fiber I got from Gritty Knits. This fiber, because I was going to spin this month, because, you know, October, Frankenstein vibes, a look of that. But anyway, moving on. And then I picked up a couple of more things, because, yeah. So because this was a charcoaly black, and I only have black, I got Upton, which is just a charcoal. And then lastly, this was just super bright and purpley and dewberry looking. Remember Malabrigo, dewberry? This reminds me of that. So I bought it. It's a blurple. That's a good shade. It's a good shade. That's all. That's all I got. Got some fiber. And to make it awesome, I had a $25 discount. So technically, I got 3 things. Because one was free. It's fine. I had a long talk with my cousin, which I'll get into with the real talk part, but I had a long talk with my cousin, and I'm going to stop making myself feel guilty for buying things that make me happy. Although I am definitely on a budget for a bit. So my bank account's way lower than it should be, and I got to double check, like, did I really spend that much money, or is something off? I got to look at it. Something's off. because I normally don't allow myself to get this low. So I'm not sure what happened. I gotta look at it. I might have just screwed up my budget somehow. Y'all don't need to know that, but I mean, it's kind of related to the podcast because I won't be... Theo's gonna move the camera. Hold on. Ugh, sorry. Theo wanted to lay next to it. He's gonna knock it over. Anyway. So, I mean, it's related because I will not be buying as much to show you guys because I won't have the funds to do so. So my episodes may be a little bit, like, I can't talk. They may be a bit more spaced out. Granted, at least for October and December, I will have things to show you because I have boxes to open. So it may not be, it may end up working out. We'll see. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I just woke up and like I said, I'm on I have a migraine hangover. So I'm just like, let me film this episode and then I'm going to lay on the couch and fall asleep because that's what happens. Anyway, that's what I bought. I don't have any of my subscription stuff to show because I haven't gone to my mailbox. I know there's stuff sitting in my mailbox. I think there's a Paradise Fibers bag. I think there's lamb strings. I don't know if the Bewitched Pigments October box has shipped yet. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to send a box for sewing. So, dogs. That might be in there, but I don't know. I know they charged me for it already. I don't know if it's shipped yet. And again, like I told you guys, I'm probably going to cancel that box after this one. Even though there's only 2 more months because budgets. And I'm probably going to cancel Paradise Fibers too for now to cut back. I'm not going to cancel my spinning box just yet because I like it so much. So yeah, I'm going to keep that one for a bit. Works in progress. Obligatory Godzilla bag photo. Okay, sorry. I love this bag so much. I took it with me yesterday, so it got some use. And I have 3 projects in here. I have my socks that I've been working on for way longer than I normally work on socks because I just haven't felt like doing it. But my socks. I need to do the toe. That's it. And start the second sock. And then this I took to knit night, my Brooklyn raglan. I told you guys I was, at the ribbing. And all I need to do is ribbing, bind off, and start on my sleeves. So I took it with me to knit night. I did my ribbing, and then I did my 2 setup rows for my tubular bind off. But I did them wrong. Because I always mix it up. Like when you're knitting flat, your 2 setup rows are the same. You knit the knits, slip the purls a couple times, and you do your thing. Well, when you're doing it in the round, you have to alternate that. So you knit the knits, slip the purls, and then you purl the purls, slip the knits. I didn't do that. I just kept knitting the knits and slipping the purls. So I undid that, and now I've got to do the setup rows again and then do my tubular bind off, and then the ribbing is done. But this is my Brooklyn raglan. I've decided that if I have enough yarn, I have one more skein. I'm going to go ahead and do the full sleeves. I just moved the camera so you wouldn't lay on it, and you're laying on it. Really? Don't move because you'll knock it over. Okay, so I am going to do the full length sleeves, which means this is going to take forever. I did make a purchase at knit night. One, I picked up some 4s because I can't find my needles. I have, like 3 needle sets, 4 needle sets, 3, 4, hold on. No, I sold one. Okay, so I have a Chiaogu needle set. I have a Knitter's Pride Dreams needle set. And I have a Luca Cypra needle set, the copper ones. So all of my wood needles are with the wood crochet set because I have the Dreams Tunisian set and I have the Dreams knitting set. So I have them in the same thing. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. And I needed 4s for the Stephen West thing. So I had some Looka needles in my closet and I was like, okay, I bought them because they were pretty, because they were in a black case and black and copper look so good together. Anyway, they were pretty. And I broke those out and I don't like them. It's not the needles. It's the tips. They're 3.5s. And my shorties, I use shorties all the time. Like my sock, I use the 9-inch circulars, and then I have all the shorties, the Chow Goose shorty sets, and I use them for sleeves and stuff. So I don't mind knitting with those, but for constant, like sweater knitting, whatever, 3.5s are too short. It's too short. Like, it's fine when it's like something like small circumference, it doesn't bother me, but for a large circumference object, it's bothering me for some reason. So I'm never going to use them. I mentioned this on Instagram, but I think it was in a story and those disappear in like a day. So if anybody would be interested in the 3.5-inch Looka needles, I can't remember how much I bought them for, but I'll check the price of them and knock a little bit off. But if anybody wants to buy those, or if anybody wants to trade me, because I believe the Looka copper needles come in a 5 as well, and if you would prefer shorter needles, I would be happy to trade because they're not working for me. I would also be willing to trade for more Chow Goose, but I mean, Chow Goose are more expensive than Looka needles, so yeah. Or what's the other Knitter's Pride one? The Lantern Moons. I'd be happy to trade for those too. And it's weird because my Chow Goose are 4-inch. So you would think 3.5 is not that big a deal, but it is. It is. So I would rather have a 4 or a 5. Yes. What were my Knitter's Pride? Oh, the Knitter's Pride. I used to have the Knitter's Pride Mindful set. I think those are 5. But I gave those away and they got lost in the mail. Ouch. Anyway, I wouldn't mind having those again either. Because they were nice. I just wasn't using them. Just as backup needles. I like to have backup needles. So like I have wood needles, I have metal needles, and then I have backup needles. So the Looka needles will no longer be my backup needles because I don't like them because they're too short. Anyway, I bought 4s. That's the point. And I was gonna order this online, but they had it in stock at West 7th. Snap bracelet, but it's a sock ruler. Haha! This is made by. I can't unsnap it now. I need you to unsnap so I can. There you go. Is it Twice Sheared Sheep? Yes, it's on here. Twice Sheared Sheep sock ruler. It's a slap bracelet. Yes. I wanted the blue ones, but they only had the white one, which is fine. It'll do. But yay. Yay. So this is so much more convenient than the other sock ruler I have. And granted, my socks are always the same size because I only knit for myself. So I shouldn't need one of these. But I do always like how I measure my socks to make sure I'm at the point I need to stop is I put them on. So I do have a sock ruler, but it's at home. And so if I'm out knitting in the world or at like knit night or something, I don't know when to stop. So I just kind of like, I'll just put this down until I get home. And this way I have something in my project bag that I can measure my socks with while I'm out and about. Cause I'm trying real hard to be more out and about. So now I have a sock ruler. Bam. And this also works better because I had one of the leather, ruler bracelet thingies. I don't remember who makes them, but I have one of those. It falls off all the time. So I've replaced it twice now. So I never wear it because I'm always afraid it's going to fall off. I don't know how to make it stay on. Maybe I need to get like a rubber stopper that I can put on top of the snap or something. I don't know. It won't stay on, but this is awesome. Okay, so got that to keep in my project bag, in my sock bag. And that's that project. And then just been talking. Ramble. Sorry, had to start this part over because I spoiled a clue and I didn't mean to. So I'm going to redo this part. Anyway, y'all won't know that, but whatever. That's why the video blipped. Anyway, Telly Bean Knits Haunted House Cowl. I'm going to show mine. I'm only at clue 5 because my head's been hurting all month so far. So I'm just behind because knitting while I have a migraine isn't helpful. Anyway, some of these techniques were new to me. Well, most of the techniques were new to me because I don't really do any kind of fiddly stuff. But I like the way it turned out. I'm confused about the color associations with the things. So, spoilers will occur up through clue 4. Ready? Okay. This is mine so far. I'll give you close up so you can see the detail. All right. This one is spiders. See them? This one is witch's eye. This one is cauldrons. And this one is broomsticks. I just started on this clue, which is bats. I was having trouble concentrating or trying to relax into my knitting while I was at the library, so I didn't get very far on that clue. My plan is to catch up on all of my clues this weekend. And now that I'm at the color work, I know that is possible. So, because I'm pretty fast at 2-stranded color work. Anyway, here's my thing. I did my colors based on the author's suggestions. The only color I have that's different from what she used in hers is this one, where she used a purple. So even if this was purple, I'm confused on why they chose the colors this way. So this is spiders. Why are they yellow? I know we could all choose our own colors, but I tried to stick close to what the designer suggested. Why are they yellow? This is supposed to be witch's eyes, I think is what this clue was called. That's fine. I don't know why they would be purple, because in the, it was purple. This is called cauldrons. They look like pumpkins, because it's orange. This is broomsticks. And you see, that was kind of cool to do. Green, I understand for broomsticks because you can have green wood. But, I mean, I feel like personally, I would have made this green, this black or gray. Cauldrons, black or gray. I mean, I don't understand the color associations with the naming convention. I don't get it. Maybe it's because in the remaining clues, the color work needs those colors. I don't know. Anyway, here's my thing. It's not that I think my color choices pair well together. I think they look fine together. It's very autumnal. I said that a lot last time. Why'd I forget it? But I'm never going to wear this. If I had known, if I were to, I would have to redo these clues because I don't like the color progression of them. It's not something I would wear. You know what I could do? I could go back, after this is all over and I see what the full thing looks like, I could just go back and make these shades of black and gray and then have the color work at the end. Or just do all of this in black because each one is a separate detail. We'll see what happens. I don't know. All this in black and then this in green would be really pretty. Or maybe these two in black. I don't see myself wearing this as it is. I would have to change my colors. But I have a feeling I'm going to like the color work part. I thought the whole thing was going to be color work, which I think might have triggered my initial disappointment in the pattern. I am having fun doing it because I'm learning new techniques, which is awesome. And that's all my projects. Okay, well, I haven't opened any of these since my last video. So let's open them. What's today? What day is it? It's lay on the couch and sleep day. It's the 8th. So I have a couple of fun packages to open. Let's see what we got. And then we'll have a little bit of real talk. And then I'm going to go lay on the couch. All right, so 4 through 8. Dropping things. All right. Get 4 through 8 out of this box. All right. I don't think these are all going to fit on one thing. So let me, do I have another dowel? Oh, I have the long ones. Oh, if I can reach it. Okay. Let's switch these off. Put these on here. All right. I forgot which one was which. All right, I think this one is 4, 7, 8, 6. Okay, this is Haverland Hammer Horror. Day 4. Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Day 5. It's got a little zombie marker on it. Plague of the Zombies. Came with a little zombie guy. Come on. Come on. There we go. Little zombie guy. Day 6. Oh, my leg's falling asleep. Taste the Blood of Dracula. I've seen that too. Little stitch marker bead. Was that your butt? Sorry, Theo just farted on me. Day 7. Yarn and dog farts. Awesome. That's foul, dude. The Mummy's Shroud. I don't think I've seen this one. I like this color though. It's pretty. There's an extra in this one. Oh, cute. It's a knitting ghost. That's cute. Where did she get that? That's so cute. All right, I gotta make sure I don't throw that away. Stick it in the box. And day 8. Black Raven Tea. Ooh. That doesn't tell me what's in it. Interesting. Okay. And this is Lust for Vampire. It's pretty. Okay. That's these so far. They're fun. I love her dyeing style. That is Haverland Hammer Horror. And now let's continue our lamb strings. And keeping the bags with the name cards on them because I'm going to poke holes in the... Well, I don't even know if I need to poke holes in it. Well, I'm going to use the cards to label the minis when this is all over with. I guess I could start doing it now. Staples. All right. Day 4. fell on me. Oh, the staple. Don't want that in the carpet. Okay. Selenia. Focus. Selenia. What's this one? Oh, I forgot to check. Let's see. All right, it would be a tight fit, but I could do it. I think I'm just gonna poke a hole in them and label them so they have tags. But for now, I'm just putting the names back in the bag, because that was my problem with the Yarnaceous and Fangirl Fibers Advent. I jumbled up all of my minis, so now I can't remember what the name of anything is, and I would actually have to go back and watch all of my December videos so I can put the right name with the yarn. So I've learned my lesson. All right, day 5. Is this boring for you guys? Just me opening things? Sure, it's noisy. Serpent de Mar. That's pretty shade. I just dyed something that's similar to that. Day 6. Oh, and at knit night, you guys, I had a bunch of yarn that I dyed that I forgot what it was. I took all of that to knit night. I took all of my fingering weight scraps to knit night. So I have no more fingering weight scraps. Now I just have DK scraps, which I don't mind, because if you guys remember, like 5 billion episodes ago, I started a Tunisian crochet blanket that's DK scraps. I haven't picked it up in a very long time. I actually forgot about it until I was like, oh, but because when I was looking at the knit night thing, I was like, oh, I can only bring fingering weight, but I have all this DK. And I was like, why do I have all this DK? And I remembered that I had a project going. Easily distracted. Exorcism. I was gonna go see the new Exorcist movie yesterday, even though I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awful. But it didn't start until like 2 something, so I had to pick up the dogs at 2. Oh well. Day 7. Today, if I can get some rest and keep my head from exploding some more, I'm gonna bake a cake. I'm gonna make the chai spiced cake with the little trick from Flannel and Pearls where he put apples in it. I'm gonna do that. Bought some Granny Smiths. I'm gonna make a caramel glaze for mine. I'm gonna use my mama's bundt cake pan and bake a cake. Hopefully. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. Sometime this week, I'm gonna bake a damn cake. And then I'm gonna freeze it because it's me. It's just me. I can't eat, well, I can eat a whole cake, but I shouldn't. Dissection. I also need to use up the last of the meat in the house. I have some ground chicken. Did I get ground chicken or ground turkey? One that ground something. I'm gonna put them in the crock pot and make meatballs for the week. My nutritionist or my dietitian had given me a recipe for turkey, chicken, meatballs, or whatever, and then you make different sauces. So you're not eating the same thing every day. You just have it with this sauce. Could be fun. Wait, this says dissection too. Did I grab the wrong card? Oh, never mind. I grabbed the wrong card. I forgot to put it back. Okay. Whew, got confused. All right. Typhon. So pretty. Go on the thing. All right. This is the lamb strings advent so far. I like it. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna put that on a big, I didn't find my curtain rods. I'll find them. I'll do that tomorrow. Today is sofa time. Okay, that's the things. It goes in that box. That goes in that box. And these can go in recycling. Okay, so real talk. I had posted a video on Instagram and I got a lot of messages from people that agreed with me. And I got a couple of messages from people that were like, you're being a jerk. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I gave mine. But because I'm me, I don't know if what I was saying came across the right way. The Stephen West thing. So I'm going to try to make it come across the way I meant it to, but it probably won't. The Clue 1 pattern was removed because it resembled a hate symbol related to Nazis. And I can understand how that would be harmful to some people. And I do understand why the clue was removed and why it is respectful of those people to not do the clue. That's fine. I'm not saying anything in relation to that. Like, I think it's fine. I think they did the right thing. We don't want anything that's harmful to people. What I was trying to get across was that symbol was co-opted by those people and made into a hateful thing. The fact that anybody seeing that symbol automatically sees it as a hate symbol, that's the part, that's what I was trying to get across, is that I wish that people would see things in context, realize that that symbol was a stolen symbol and turned into a hate symbol. That symbol is in Native American culture, it's in Asian cultures, way before Jerkface got a hold of it, okay? And it was meant to symbolize prosperity and good fortune, and it was a good thing. They took it, ran with it, ruined it. They took something good and made it awful. What I was trying to get across is I really wish that people didn't instantly see hate when they see that symbol. I want them to see the original intention of it. And all of that has to do with context. Because I'm pretty sure that symbol is still used in the quilting industry. And nobody instantly is like, oh, this is a hate symbol. It's like, oh, this is a pinwheel. Because it's quilting. So that was my whole thing, is like, I really wish we could stop making everything bad. That's all I was trying to get across. Like, I really wish that people wouldn't instantly see hate when they see that. So, like, I get it. I understand the reason that people see hate when they see that symbol, because that's usually the intention in our world today. But I wish that we could take a look back and like try to reclaim it in some way. I think if more people focused on what it initially represented instead of the way that it was used by awful people, that's all I'm saying. That's all. Because I mean, I'm not very religious, but I collect Buddhist things, and I'm very I like Asian culture. I collect a lot of Asian things, and some of those things have that symbol on it. And I did my research, so I knew where, what that meant, why that was there. So I understand that their use of the symbol is okay. It's allowed. And I've seen where stores are closed or people are boycotted because they have that symbol somewhere in their vicinity, but people aren't taking into context the culture that they're among, and that symbol may not mean the same thing. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Because I felt like people took what I said the wrong way, and it's because I have a hard time getting my brain to put things into words that other people understand in the way that I meant them. It's a thing for me. It's always been a thing for me. I have a hard time communicating. Anyway, so with the Stephen West thing, I had cast on the original. I'd only done the first section. I hadn't done like all 8 sections yet. But I haven't touched it since because I don't know what to do. The modified clue looks boring to me. And like he explained that, clue 3 is going to be super elaborate. And honestly, when you're wearing it, you won't really see it. But here's my thing. Have y'all ever seen me wear a shawl? No. More than likely, it's going to go on a wall as a decorative item or something because I don't really wear my stuff. Or I don't wear it out. Like the one shawl that I have is my night shift shawl. Well, I've made more than that, but the only one I've actually used is my night shift shawl, and I use it when I'm sitting at my desk and it's chilly in my office. I don't take it out anywhere, I don't see myself wearing, I live in Texas, which is, we're going to talk about. But in my head, more than likely, the shawl is going to hang up somewhere because I have a feeling it's going to be something crazy that I won't feel like wearing anyway because it's Stephen West. But I don't know. Like, I don't want to do a boring square. I know a lot of people have come up with like alternate versions, but then I'm like, do I want to use their alternate version or do I want to try to be creative and come up with something myself? And while I would rather do that, I'm not that savvy. So anything I design more than likely would be a colorwork square. And then I don't know if I would be using too much yarn. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to do it now because I feel like it has been tainted and and that's going to come across wrong too. The negativity surrounding it has tainted it for me. And now I feel like it's not as fun. And I know I shouldn't feel like that because, the change to it was done for a good reason. And I get it. I do get it. But now I kind of don't want to do it. And not saying I don't want to do it unless I do it like the original clue. It's not that. It's just that the controversy surrounding it has kind of made it something I don't know if I feel like doing. I don't know how to make it. I don't know how to explain how it makes me feel. Words, communication. I'm bad at it. I don't know. I don't feel like doing it now. Like, it took away the enthusiasm I had for the project because I'm like, people made it weird. And that's not... I feel like this is going to come across bad. Like I'm mad at the people that were like, hey, this looks like that. That's not it at all. It's just that it's created so much drama and I like to avoid drama and I don't want to deal with it. I also don't want to make something boring. Granted, while I know I won't wear it, I still don't want it to be boring. And I know this is just the first clue and maybe the remaining clues will make up for the fact that the new first clue is boring, but I don't know. I don't like the square. I did see somebody that did, what are they called? Mitered squares and just joined them together because they went in opposite directions. So the colors radiated like this. And that looked kind of cool. And then a pally on Instagram sent me one that I thought didn't look too bad either. I want to, if everybody's going to do something different, I feel like I want to do something that's mine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do the boring square, but I also want to do something that somebody else came up with. I'd rather do something that I came up with if we're all going to like go our own way with alternatives. I don't know. And like, by the time I make a decision on if I'm going to do it or not, it's probably going to be like time for clue 2. I don't know. It got ruined for me. I don't want to do it anymore. Is it stupid? I feel like I'm being dumb. I don't know. It's got like bad energy around it now. That's what it is. It's bad energy and I don't want to do it now. I feel stupid. Anyway, that's where I'm at on that project. So I haven't started it because, well, I started it and then I took it apart and now it's just sitting. Yeah, maybe I'll just go back to spinning. Spinning is relaxing and you can't mess that up. Anyway, other real talk. I might be leaving. So, in addition to my migraine stuff, this is more medical crap, you guys. I'm sorry. As women, if you're a woman, you know how you get the mammograms and whatnot? Yes. All right. And usually doctors recommend it. I think it's when you turn 40, they recommend you start doing mammograms every year or whatever. Well, I didn't have that luxury because my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer in 2003, 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. And because of that, I've had to get mammograms ever since then. Doctor's suggestion because of my mom's medical history. Well, while my mom was sick, we found out that my grandma had breast cancer too. She just didn't tell anybody. It's a family trait, you see. Nobody was mad at her though. But my grandma's was small and easily removed. Like they found it really fast and it was just a, biopsy, remove the lump, go about your day. My mom had full mastectomy. So because of my family history, the doctor suggested I get genetic testing to see if I have the BRCA gene. I do not. However, because of my family history, their geneticist said that I had a 37% chance of getting breast cancer, which increases as I get older. So they sent me to a breast specialist who went over my results and whatever. This woman... She was nice. She's a nice doctor. I'll give her that. I need her to correct her bedside manner because what she did, she goes, okay, well, I'm here to discuss, the reason they set this appointment up with you is because of your high risk, because basically it's considered high risk if your risk is more than 12 and super high risk if it's more than 20. And the fact that mine is 37%, pretty good chance. So... She was there basically to give me my options going forward. Here's what she laid out for me. Option 1 was instead of having mammograms yearly, I would have them every 6 months with yearly MRI. That's fine. That was option 1. Wait and see. Option 2 was going on something with a T. I can't remember it right now, but it's basically an anti-cancer drug and you stay on it for 5 years and it kicks you into menopause, but it lowers your risk of breast cancer. Okay. And she said, you'll be sick. Things happen to your body. It's crazy. And honestly, out of all the people that have chosen that option, only 2 have tolerated the drug. The drug makes you sickly. That was option 2. Option 3 was full double mastectomy. That was my third option. So she tells me these 3 options and she goes, okay, what would you like to do? Lady, you just hit me with 3 options, 2 of which are massive, and you want me to make a decision now? Really? I was like, I can't. Like, I need to talk this over with somebody or something. Like, I need to chit chat with some peoples. Like, I can't just tell you right off, like, oh, let's take them off. Like, that's a big decision. It's a huge decision. However, with that said, because of my history and watching my mom go through everything that she went through, I was considering it because I don't want to go through any of that. Like, I don't want to put but here's my thing. It wasn't an instantaneous, all right, take them off. Well, it kind of was. But then, like, in my brain, I'm like, well, who's going to take care of my dogs? Who's going to, run me to appointments? I have to go through all of this by myself. And even if I wanted that option, it's pretty much impossible for me because I have to do everything myself. Just like when I had my knee surgeries, I had to do everything myself. You know, getting to doctor's appointments was Uber rides. My knee surgery, like, I was debt free for a couple years, and my knee surgery has put me back into medical debt. I'm still in medical debt now. All these stupid MRI scans and my migraines and whatnot, like, my debt has gone back up to medical debt. It's all medical debt. It's not regular bills. It's all medical debt. Thanks, America. But anyway, if I had people, I probably would have gone, take them off. We're cool. We'll just nix them. And even that, it doesn't completely free you of the chance of getting it. It just lowers your chance of getting it to like 1%, which, you know, pretty good odds in my opinion. But, you know, I took it, thought about it, called my cousin, because my cousin, had a long conversation with her. And, you know, both of us, you know, both our moms have medical stuffs. So her mom's still with us, which is nice. And I should visit more, and I feel bad, but she reminds me so much of my mom. They even sound alike, and it messes with my head. But I talked to her about it, and she's like, you know, I know things were hard, real hard, but don't do that to yourself. Like, just, if it happens, it happens. We'll deal with it when it comes, but don't put yourself through all of this just as a preventative. Like, just live your life. She says, we've had a hard enough life. Just do you. Live your life. Enjoy your life. And stop limiting yourself. Because she knows me. Just do what you do. Have fun. Live. You know, life's too short. Live. So I get it. I agree. And while I do have a fear of getting cancer. I mean, everybody's got a fear of getting sick, right? But because of everything I saw, it's a fear for me. But, you know, there's a, 37% chance, but there's also a bigger chance that I don't, right? So I'm going to do the wait and see scans every 6 months. I'm going to do that and cross my fingers. And then, because I'll be getting scans every 6 months, if something happens, then they'll catch it sooner, is my hope. And, technology has advanced more since my mom had it. So there's a better chance they'll catch it when it's something that they can do something about, right? So that's where my head is right now on that. That was freaking me out for like a week, you guys, because it took a little bit for me to be able to get in touch with my cousin, because I didn't want her to freak out, because she freaks out because I'm such an introvert and I don't communicate well. So when I call her for something, she's like, are you okay? What's going on? Like, she freaks out. So the message I sent her was, hey, just want to run something by you. Nothing urgent. Everything's okay. Just call me when you get a chance. Like, I didn't want to freak her out. Because she was mad at me, because when I had my knee surgery, I didn't, my first knee surgery, I didn't tell her. And then she saw a picture of me on Instagram, like in the hospital. And she's like, what's going on? Why didn't you call me? So I was good this time. I called her, but it took a little bit for us to get together and chit chat. So I feel better after talking to her. And while we were talking, it was discussed of my possibility of moving back to the East Coast, and she has been wanting me to come to Charlotte ever since I moved out here. And my company has offices there, so it is something I could do, and I might. So, yes. Yeah, I might be leaving. We'll see what happens. She's going to look at some properties and get back to me. But here's my thing. When I bought my house, it was during the pandemic and the interest rates were stupid low. Now they are stupid high. They're the highest I've seen since I've been in the mortgage industry. And if I do move back to the East Coast, I feel like I'm going to be renting. And she was telling me the rental prices out there. And I'm like, maybe I should just stay in Texas. Because my house is like $500 cheaper than what she was saying like 1-bedroom apartments go for. So what is wrong with America? Like, our housing market is stupid. Like, people got to live somewhere. And even this house, I feel like my house is overpriced, but I mean, it's a good price for Texas, but still. So, yeah, I might be moving to Charlotte. So I added a couple of like some Charlotte yarn stores and like the Charlotte Knitting Guild on my Instagram, and I've been following them for a bit. It looks like it would be a not bad place. Plus they get snow. They get winter. And I'm still looking at Baltimore too. Because like, while I do want to move to West Coast is stupid expensive. And the East Coast, I'm at least familiar with, and I have people. Well, I mean, I like to think I have people. Like, I know people in Maryland. We're not like close, but I know them. So at least I have people. And I have plenty of people in Virginia, and I have a cousin in North Carolina. I have people. I actually have family in Maryland, but we don't talk. So, and I have a large amount of family in North Carolina, but I only talk to my cousin and my aunt, so family. So yeah, I might be leaving. We'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all posted. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go lay down. This wasn't supposed to be that long. I'm sorry. I'm just talking. All right, so I'm going to try to remember a few open packages this week. And I'm going to work on that cowl. I'm going to work on my sweater. I'm going to make a decision on the Stephen West shawl. I'm going to spin something because I haven't done any spinning this week either. Yeah. That's all I got right now. I don't have any pending things. Like I said, I'm just trying to finish my whips before the end of the year, so they're done. That's basically it. I'm very jealous of everybody going to Rhinebeck. I want to go. Can't afford to go. Maybe next year. Anyway, have a good week. I hope everyone is well and happy and wonderful. I need a nap. Bye, you guys. See you next week.